Tackle, Mandi Harkett, Rachel
Webley!
Shwmae!
Shwmae! Here we are for another UKE Talk, and we have the wonderful Rachel here from Ukulele Wales, a good friend of ours, and we are very excited that we get to talk to you this evening.
Multi-UKE award-winning Rachel Webley,
Exactly.
I think we need to say.
No, Dame.
They are up there.
Dame.
No, we've got to stop with the Dame, seriously, because there are people who are starting to take it seriously. And I'm just like, see, I'm not even a lady, so don't go down the Dame.
You and me both, babes. You and me both. Cool. So, Rachel, we want to just kind of delve in a little bit to learn a bit more about you. So we're just going to start with Ukulele Wales as the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
How did it start, and like what inspired you to start making music on YouTube?
Right. Well, it was way before Ukulele Wales. It's actually the Ukulelians. I started a school club and started making play-along videos for me and the kids in school to learn, because I started a ukulele club without being able to play the ukulele, which is not a good thing.
Right.
And basically, I very quickly taught myself how to make play-along videos. So the Ukulelians, that was up and running a couple of years before Ukulele Wales, but it's only I used the original songs, excuse me, and put lyrics and chord charts to them. And people started asking me, could I make tutorials to go with those play-alongs? And because it was only the play-alongs on that channel, you don't see me at all on there. It was just sort of music things. I decided to start a new channel to do the tutorials for the play-alongs. And that was really the first time I actually went on camera. Even though I had another YouTube channel, nobody ever knew me. They never saw who I was.
Right.
So yeah, it actually starts with the ukulele. And so then Ukulele Wales started doing the tutorials on that for the play-alongs. And I think I did maybe a comparison video on bass ukuleles, because I had 3 in school and 1 at home. So I did this little video and people they were like, what, you do bass? And I explained I'm actually a bass player by trade. And the next thing, I'm doing bass lessons, bass ukulele reviews. And so that's how it started off as a ukulele channel, but it has sort of grown into everything now. Bass ukulele, electric ukulele, and I say normal ukulele as if that actually exists. Does that all make sense?
Yeah. It's grown into the behemoth it is now that is Ukulele Wales, and we're all very pleased that it has come that way. So I mean, yeah, as you say, bass player by trade.
Yeah.
What I love about you, Rachel, is that you are Ukulele Wales. Wales is just so much about you, and I would be really interested to know, like, how has Wales shaped your musical identity?
Oh, everything. Absolutely. From when I was a child, starting to learn in school, I played for the National Youth Orchestra of Wales for many years. So there was always that sort of classical background.
Yeah.
But yeah, throughout playing and teaching, I've always wanted to push Wales as a country. And it's just something that happened when I was online on YouTube. I managed to get the domain name ukulele.wales, and there was always that push to sort of show that we do things slightly differently in Wales to anywhere else in the world. We are known as the land of song.
Yes.
I can't sing very well at all, but it is throughout the education system. Music is ingrained. We've got the Eisteddfods, which are obviously cultural competitions where people, sing, play musical instruments. So there's a competitive side to, well, there's a lot of competitive things in Wales as well. The rugby's on at the minute, just saying.
Oh, okay. We know what you're watching off the side.
It's all right.
No, I'm not. It's Island France. We're okay. We're on Saturday, but we won't talk about that. But yeah, it's always just been really fun educating people about Wales, the country, as well as the Welsh music side of things and everything as well. And that's one of the brilliant things I love about YouTube, and especially Ukulele Wales, is that I've got viewers, subscribers, supporters from all over the world who are constantly giving me feedback about, oh, I love seeing where you live, or I love seeing how you do things in your country. And even to the point of going, what, you've got another language? But I'm dim siarad Cymraeg. I don't speak very much Welsh at all.
Well, I mean, I think it's wonderful, and what's really cool is like we have such a great ukulele community in Wales.
Absolutely.
And I definitely would say from your involvement, I think it's got even bigger and better. So
Oh, thank you.
we love the Welsh contingent of our massive ukulele family.
Oh,
So bass player by trade.
yeah.
When did the ukulele come in? When did you first fall in love with this little instrument?
It's probably coming up. I probably bought my first ukulele about 11 years ago. We used to take, I was a classroom music teacher, and we used to take the children to various tours, but Barcelona was our favourite one. And it's 27-hour, 28-hour bus journey. So I always fancied the idea of having a little instrument I could play. I'm coming from a double bass background, which is not a little instrument. So I bought a ukulele, took it on tour, didn't play it because I was too busy, chatting and doing other things, sleeping actually, mainly on the coach. Got back, it went in a cupboard, and I forgot about it. And then there were a few kids in school who would be playing ukulele, and I think, oh, it'd be really cool, but I didn't actually do anything about it. And do you want to know the truth of why I really started the ukulele?
Go on.
Yep.
Right, okay. My mother may see this, so I'm going to use my language very carefully. Basically, we were watching a TV program one night called Orange is the New Black, a drama about women's prison, and this little song came on. It rhymes with Mother Trucker. That's what I will say. And I was sitting there going, that's brilliant. It's just a ukulele. I think I could learn that. And I crept off, got my ukulele from the cupboard, went on chords, F, C, G. Yeah, I think I can do that. And literally by the end of that show, I was starting to learn how to play ukulele. Skip forward a couple of weeks. I'm still not very good. I go into school, and there's a girl in my registration class who's actually a very good ukulele player. And she went, right, so if you're playing ukulele, should we start a club? And I was like, look, I'm not, I'll help you. And so that's how it all started in school, was me watching a program with a rude song. I had a ukulele that I'd never played, and the next minute I was totally addicted.
Rachel, if it was if you were about to say to us, oh, I just picked up the ukulele and I just fell in love with it, that wouldn't be very Rachel Webley of you, would it really? So I think your response is far better in my eyes.
It's the absolute truth. It really is.
Can I ask you a geeky question?
Yeah.
What was your first ukulele?
Oh, right. Okay. It is a geeky question. You're going to get a geeky answer.
That's all right.
I bought an Ibanez because I recognised the brand.
Of course, yeah.
And I'd gone to my local ukulele shop, and he had various octopus and sort of cheapish brands there. And I thought, no, I recognise Ibanez, and I bought it, and it is genuinely the worst ukulele. I don't have it anymore. I gave it away. Oh, it was dreadful. And I thought at the time, oh, yeah, this is really good, until I tried a 30 quid Amazon ukulele and went, wow, this is brilliant compared to Ibanez. So yeah, Ibanez, my first one. I do know how many I've got now, but you don't.
Go on, fess up.
It's about 68. But that's not just ukuleles, that's bass ukuleles as well.
What's the weapon of choice at the moment?
Ukulele wise, I've got a lovely Uma Pulse.
A lot of people say that Umas are nice.
Yeah, this one's got, the Pulse has got a fretted a fan fretboard.
Ooh.
And it's got a load. It's just a lovely, lovely uke to play. My go-to uke is still my second ukulele that I bought, which is a Camise, 34 quid on Amazon. And it's the one I literally, if I'm just grabbing a ukulele, that's what I will just play. It's the one I used to take into school every day.
Right.
It's been bashed and battered around. It's relict. But it's a cracking uke.
Cool. So we've touched on the Welsh ukulele community, but you're really involved in two communities, being the ukulele world IRL, but also YouTube as well.
Yeah.
You're involved in both. What's the difference between them, and how much does that community mean to you overall?
I think the two of them are sort of entwined, really. Basically, I love the ukulele community. I've been a musician all my life, but I think there's something really special about the ukulele community as a whole.
I hear.
I love just being in touch with people around the world, whether it's, I'm not a great Facebook person, if I'm honest, just because I don't have time, but I do love interacting with other people. But I've made some very, very good friends via YouTube, whether they are teachers on YouTube, or whether they are performers, or even whether they're sort of just geeky things, but also a lot of bass players as well.
Yeah.
So for me, it's all fairly entwined, the sort of YouTube thing. And this still shocks me to the day of I can be walking in somewhere and somebody will shout Shwmae at me because they've seen me. And it's not even just ukulele things now. I was in Tesco the other day, and it was somebody who'd recognised me from a ukulele video that her grandfather had been watching.
Oh, wow.
And it was a youngish girl, and I thought it must have been somebody I taught. And I said, did I teach you? She went, no, I've seen you on YouTube. And that blew my mind a little bit. It still shocks me now that there are people out there who know me from different parts of the world that I don't, it's just mad, but it's brilliant.
That's so wonderful. Quick side note: I'll always remember going to Ukulele Festival of Great Britain at Cheltenham, and I was with my friend Tabitha, who plays bass for Luna Barge.
Oh yes, yeah.
We were. I think it was like the last day, and me and her were walking around, and she spotted you. She went, "Oh my God, it's the person I learned how to play bass," and it was wonderful. It was the most wonderful moment, because you've done a lot for lots of people. Pat yourself on the back, Rachel.
Thank you. But honestly, it still freaks me out. But I've got to say, particularly the Ukumaniacs, the ukulele band I play in, they keep me down to earth. There's no way they would let me get big-headed. When it all first started, we'd go to a ukulele event and I'd have people coming up going, oh, Shwmae, and, the odd selfie. I've even had to sign a couple of ukuleles. Emma went and bought me a packet of white gloves so I could shake hands with people. All right, and you'll often catch her around a corner making a silly video, taking the mickey out of me. And you know what it's like. One of the brilliant things I love about the ukulele community is you go to an event and it doesn't matter who you are, everybody talks. You talk to people, I talk to, and I love that. And you don't find that in many other places. But yeah, the girls absolutely just tear into me when it happens. And that's how it should be, because it keeps me completely grounded.
Love that. We love the Ukumaniacs. God love them all. So with your tutorials and how you started, it's not just ukulele but also bass. And as I was saying about Tabitha from Luna Barge being like, you taught me how to play this. How does that feel, starting people's journeys off? Because you do.
And I've always done it. I've always been a teacher. Even when I was, a full-time player, I was still doing a little bit of teaching back then anyway. And sort of after I retired from playing full-time, I became a peripatetic teacher, an instrumental teacher, going around schools. So a lot of my job was starting young children. Obviously going up to, I'd teach up to diploma standard, getting kids into music college as well, but a huge chunk was beginners. And I think you learn so much from teaching beginners all the time. And I come across teachers who are absolutely phenomenal teachers, but can't deal with the beginner side. And I think I've flipped now. If I had to teach somebody up to grade 8 or diploma or something, I would probably struggle a little bit because I haven't done it for so long. Give me a group of beginners. At the minute, I'm doing 1 day a week going around primary schools, every primary school in the county, doing an introduction for the children. So my job is to do lesson 1, or I do a workshop for about 45, 50 minutes with year 5, year 6 children. And I get to teach them 2 chords by using a play along. They go away being able to sing 2 songs and play the ukulele after 45, 50 minutes.
Amazing.
They are wound up to hell and I can go, ta-da, but I've done my job. And that makes my day. And it doesn't matter how often I do this. Yesterday, I did the same lesson, that same workshop 4 times. 4 different groups. 2 of the groups I'd seen in the summer, 2 of them I'd never met, so they were slightly different. And seeing the look on those kids' faces, and it's no different to whether it's an 80-year-old. Seeing their face when they get something, that light bulb moment, and knowing that you've helped them get there, it's just something that I've done it for so long now. It's sort of part of the way I work, trying to make things as basic as possible so that everybody can understand it.
And like, do you encounter people who will say, well, I'm not very musical?
All the time.
What would be, what's your kind of go-to advice if people, because I think we get it a lot in the ukulele sphere, is that people pick up the uke, but they go, oh, I'm not very musical. I've heard it a lot in the past. What would you suggest to them?
I had a poster on my classroom and I use this saying so often: don't decide that you can't before you discover that you can.
I love it.
Because this is going to sound very almost patronizing. It's not. You don't need a huge amount of musical theory to play the ukulele. You just need to have a little bit of passion about it, really. And I don't think I've really ever come across somebody who just couldn't do it. I genuinely haven't. Even if it's the most basic, singing along and enjoying it. The main thing is that they're enjoying it at the end of the day. But yes, you're going to have somebody who might have physical issues that is going to make it more difficult for them to learn. But at the end of the day, I think anybody can have a go of it and get something back from it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just it's also having the energy of a great teacher to kind of bring that out of them, even if they feel that they might not have the musical skill and know-how. It is to have a teacher such as yourself, who is passionate and enthusiastic. It always rubs off on the student, I think.
No, absolutely. I totally agree with you. Yeah. And it's having people know if you're passionate about something, it's going to rub off exactly like you just said.
Yeah.
Do you when you go into schools, do you make sure that you've got that one ukulele with you with no strings that you give to the child who really can't work out which hand is which?
No, I've got tambourines.
Yes!
With no jingles.
Oh, no. Oh, do you know what? This is true story, all right? I actually used to have to do a health and safety warning before giving out tambourines because I had one stupid boy, year 9 maybe, and I told him, I said, don't do that with a tambourine, you're going to get your finger stuck. He was trying to put his finger in between the two. He got his finger stuck. He genuinely thought I was going to break my tambourine before his finger get it out. And it was only at that point when I'd marched him down to the school office and said, right, give me the butter. This is coming out now, or are we going down? Because this, I'm not. And you could see the colour go in his face. And suddenly his finger popped out. And after that,
Brilliant.
I used to be like, because of so-and-so in year 9, don't stick your fingers in. But no, I've got really funky tambourines with little flashy buttons that annoy everybody. So yeah.
Perfect. See, there's an instrument for everyone, quite literally.
And if you can't do anything else, play bass.
Rubbish. Hey, well, no. I mean, bass is such a hard. I mean, that's an interesting point to make because you must find quite often you're very present at ukulele events, festivals and days and things like that, and you must find yourself torn at times between picking up a ukulele and picking up a bass because I know certainly
Yeah.
from our point of view when we run jam sessions and things like that, having a bass there makes such a
brilliant.
massive difference
Yeah.
and really can improve how together a room plays. And so, do you find yourself torn if you were at a ukulele event? Would it be a bass or would it be a ukulele?
It really depends on the circumstances. I've grown to love playing bass with ukuleles now. When I first started the ukulele circuit and things, I really wasn't playing bass, and I people would ask me. I said, no, I want to play ukulele. I want to sing and play. And at that time, I just couldn't sing and play bass. It wasn't something. And I played bass guitar in groups for decades, and I could never manage singing and playing. And it was only playing the ukulele gave me the confidence to sing a bit. And after however long I've been playing bass ukulele for now, I can sing and play to a degree. So if somebody needs a bass player, I will play bass first. If there is another bass player available, I am more than happy to play ukulele.
It's interesting though. I mean, you say about how difficult it is to play bass and sing at the same time, and I mean, as somebody who has come at this, I guess, from the opposite way. I've sung all my life, and sit me down at a piano. I can play piano and sing all day
Yeah.
long. Give me a bass, guitar or ukulele, and I can play the instrument. I mean, not brilliantly, but I can play it sufficiently well. But as soon as I've got to try and sing a harmony line, it goes out the window. My fingers don't know where they're going. My voice doesn't know where it's going. It's a really hard thing to do. It's a very difficult thing to master.
Yeah, and there are some phenomenal bass players who are phenomenal singers as well, really famous ones, but I'm not one of them, I'm afraid. I literally, I used to try and put in a few little sort of backing vocals when I was playing in the swing band. I couldn't manage it. But I think the secret for me anyway is I can sing as long as the bass line is relatively simple and I know the song really well. But I also have a firm belief that if I'm playing bass, that is my job and that comes over singing. If I can't manage to do a good job of the bass, forget the singing. So, yeah, it's a difficult line, but I'm happy to do it all now these days.
Toot your own horn, why don't you?
Do it
I
all.
love
I'm
that.
happy to
I'm
do
just
it
happy
all.
to do it all.
Happy to do it all.
Hang on, I'm going to go like this.
Hey.
Sorry, I promised George I wouldn't do that earlier.
I love it. I love it. Don't worry. So Rachel, you've been to. What I love is that we always get to see you at events. We turn up and we hear in the distance, Shwmae,
Loud.
and we're like, oh, Rachel's here. So you've been to events, festivals. What makes a great event? What is like a good ukulele do? What are the ingredients do you believe they need?
The venue, I think, for a start. I love outdoor events. I love indoor events. I particularly like weekend events where I get to stay somewhere, whether it's in the motorhome, whether it's in a hotel. But I do like to have a chance to sort of sit down and talk to people and listen to great music. So I think the performers, and they don't all have to be professional. I will name there's an event, Summer Strum, in Liverpool every year, which is totally nobody gets paid. It's all local groups and things. some of the performances there were absolutely phenomenal. But
Yeah,
because they're sort of
Summerstrom has a reputation to
mm,
it now, which I think is amazing because, as you say, it's showcasing everyone and anyone, and I love
yeah,
that. And I don't think there's another event quite like
no,
Summerstrom.
I totally agree with you on that. Something else that's very important, like properly important, is toilets. I know a lot of them are outdoor events. Think about your toilets, okay? But going back to being serious for a minute, I I do think a well organised event is important. There is nothing worse than turning up somewhere, whether you're a performer or as a punter, and the sound isn't very well organised, or the actual venue isn't catering for the right sort of people, whether it's an older crowd or whether you've got people with there's an awful lot of things that need to be organised. And I'm going to give you guys a big shout out at the minute, because Bracklesham events are organised like a military operation. They're phenomenal in that everybody is in the right time, at the right no, the right place at the right time with the right instrument generally. And it does take an awful lot of organisation. So yeah, I think a well organised, friendly, with good toilets and a good venue, I'm happy.
Good.
Perfect.
There we go. There we
Good
go.
toilets. You heard it here first, folks.
Ukulele festivals. We're looking at you, Ukulele Festival of Great Britain. Come on, we want to see those good toilets.
But do you know what? That's an actual good point there, because that town hall isn't open all the time.
Yes.
So that is something that was talked about
Oh,
last
was
time. Is that
it?
yeah, if the town hall isn't open and everybody's outside in the bar area, there isn't a toilet at the back. And if the toilets are locked on the side, anyway, we're going down the route of toilets, aren't we?
Can we talk?
But
we'll organise. We'll talk to the right people.
Yeah,
we'll get some Portaloos for the
we'll
front.
talk to them. But I mean, you mentioned Bracklesham. I just point out you brought it up, not me. But we were thrilled to kind of welcome you as part of the team to Bracklesham, because
Yeah.
I was.
You're part of the squad now.
you know, we because of your awesome camera skills and interview skills, and we thought it would be really lovely to have you as part of the team, because not only are you incredible at capturing those moments that, quite frankly, Mandi and I can't, because we're busy running
You're busy,
around,
yeah.
you know, doing what we do. But you know, it's also, we realised it's a good opportunity for you, perhaps, to steal some of the performers for a bit of a chat. In fact, I was just watching your chat with George Hinchliffe earlier on today, and who, you know, if there's anybody, I mean, we can't make any promises, but if there's anybody who you haven't interviewed, who you would like us to book for a Bracklesham event, as I said, we can't promise, but if there was anybody who you would like an interview with,
Yeah.
who would it be?
Oh, now you're talking. I don't. Do you know what? That's a really difficult question to ask, to be honest.
Oh,
You know,
sorry.
no, no. I could say the most obvious people, like you know, Jake Shimabukuro or Cynthia Lynn. Although I have had a little chat with Cynthia. We're not besties yet, but um,
I can
I'm
sort
just
you
trying
out.
to
Me and Jake Shimabukuro are besties. I did interview him
right.
at the Grand Northern Ukulele Festival, so like we are best friends now.
Right. Okay. So if you can just.
Like, he totally remembers who I am, Rachel. Totally.
I'm just trying to think who I'd really like to sit down and have a chat to be honest. And as awful as this sounds, I have done a lot of the sort of big names. Do you know what? I think it would probably be Sarah and Craig.
Oh yeah, nice.
Oh, we love.
I'd love to meet them in person. I've not met them. I've done lots of online things on their lives and stuff, but I'm not actually involved, but watching them and asking questions and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I think they are such an influential couple within the world ukulele
Yeah, they
community,
really
and
are.
they're such awesome people as well. Yeah, I'd pick Sarah and Craig.
No, they're lovely. We supported them on a leg of their. They did a UK tour around a few years ago, and we supported them. And I think the audiences didn't quite know what to make of Mandi and I going on stage verbally abusing each other, and then Sarah and Craig coming on stage and gazing lovingly into each other's eyes
so
and
lovely.
singing love songs to each other. It was certainly a contrasting show, I think probably is the way to
I would
describe
love
it.
to see that interview,
Yeah.
Rachel.
Oh,
Okay.
Let's manifest into
We'll
the
do what we
yeah.
can.
world.
We'll
Yeah.
do what we can.
We're going to make it happen.
Right, we're
Lush.
probably down to our last
Yes.
question now, I
So-
guess.
Yeah.
What's the next 6 months looking like for you? What's Rachel Webley going to do next?
Right. Apart from being just silly busy with teaching and stuff like that, there are a couple of things that I don't actually know if I'm allowed to say them out loud.
Oh, well,
That's exciting. I love it.
well, just in your mind,
Yeah.
think the bit that you're not allowed to say.
Well, I'm performing with a certain group
Okay.
coming up soon, which I know you know about, George.
Okay. Yes.
But
I won't say anything.
also possibly performing with that certain group in a different country ukulele event.
Well, I have heard the
Oh.
same rumor. So, if
Right,
that
so
con-
maybe it's true
if
then.
that,
I don't
if
know.
that confirms your booking, I've heard the same rumor from a certain horse's mouth.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah, I had heard the same thing. That's very exciting. That's very
Yes.
Feels like
Yeah,
it's
and I
very
can't say anything until I know 100% and passports are sorted and stuff
Right.
like that. I can't really say much. But yeah,
Right.
manifesting once again for Rachel Webley.
Okay. I'll tell you once we
Okay,
finish
I'm
the video. I'll tell you.
manifesting. I don't know what I'm manifesting, but I'm manifesting something.
so that, yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
see
all
you.
very exciting. Go on.
We are going to see you in a few months, though, aren't we?
No, well,
I'm going to see you in a couple of weeks.
we're going to see you in a couple of weeks.
Oh, a couple of
But
weeks.
after this, because we're going to see you in Shanklin on the Isle of Wight in March.
Yes, yes.
For the Bracklesham weekend, and then we're going to see you again in October.
Yes,
I don't.
You
We
are?
might even see you before then.
I hope so.
But yeah, we it's great for us because we get to spend loads of time with you.
I know,
which is
it's
really
lush.
Love
fantastic.
hanging out
Oh,
with you, Rachel.
I enjoy it as much as you guys, and as you were saying a few minutes ago, it really benefits me. I love coming to Bracklesham because I get to meet all these people and talk to all these people. But more importantly, I'm starting to get to know the Bracklesham family as well, and it's just it's lush. It really, really is.
And we had so many new members to the family during Great Yarmouth, which was magic as well. So,
Yeah.
you know, to have people such as yourself welcoming those people in was just magic. It was really lovely. So
Oh,
we
cool.
just really appreciate you, Rachel. We appreciate what you do for our wonderful ukulele community
Oh,
and
thank
what
you.
you do for Bracklesham.
Yeah.
And that's why we were so excited that we could interview you for our UKE Talk.
Oh no, I'm honoured to be asked. Really, I am. Emma's going to take the mickey of me when I see her when she sees it.
We'll send her some stills first so she can see that it happened.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Rachel, for chatting to us, and we get to see you really soon, and we know that you might be performing on stage really soon, so I'm sure lots of other people will get to see you as well.
Cool.
But for now, thank you so much for chatting to us.
Well, thank you both.
Have a great rest of the day, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Awesome. And I'm going to say Nostar, which means good night in Welsh.
Nostar. Thanks,
Cheers,
Rachel.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.